Okay. I need to cut one card. It can just be one anti-aggro card. I currently have the split of 2 returns, 2 flows, 3 things, and 1 weaver. Three, four. I could just not play the flows. The only reason why the flows are here are because of like scrap heap scroungers and stuff. Also prize the amalgam randomly. But yeah. By the way, this deck can never, ever, ever beat a prized amalgam deck. It is like almost impossible. I mean, Thing in the Ice might be your best bet. No, I currently don't play Flame Lash. Not everybody plays Flame Lash. It's in like about half the decks, roughly. I'm playing Summary Dismissal instead. On Moto, this Marvel is so much more popular that I'd rather just play the Dismissal main. You know, actually, a card to consider over Flow is Aether Meltdown. No, but there's some, like, utility creatures you just want to straight up kill. Yeah, Flame Lash, I mean, 4 mana, I don't mind the cheap removal. I wonder how popular Blue-White Flash is now. I bet it's getting less popular right now. Yeah, I mean, if I just randomly play against the graveyard deck, it's bad for me. I guess I could. My plan could also just be to dodge them. Let's see, against aggro, what do I do? I probably board in all of these. This is just a 1-4. Most aggro decks will play Copter. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 cards. You can board out Jace, Suspicions, Dismissal. That's 3. And then like 7. Yeah, I mean, you have plenty of things to take out against aggro. The question is, against control decks, what do you want to bring in? 2 Outcasts. Rejection. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You take out 4 Bombardments. Maybe keep in 2 Harness Lightnings. Yeah, I guess I should probably try to shore up my aggro matchup a little bit more than my control matchup. I saw this and I was just like, man, this card is awesome against blue-red. It is not as good against Jeskai control because they can just play Nahiri. So Trail of Evidence might be trying to get a little too cute. Second Dragon Master Outcast might be better. I see a lot of people playing 2 copies of this card. I think primarily for the blue-white matchup. Right? Because, I mean, it's not particularly good against green-black because they have Liliana. So I just need to figure out what one card to cut. I could just cut 1 Kozilek's Return. You're between this and Mardu Vehicles? Okay, I'm not going to lie. In all honesty, unless you have a lot of practice with this, I recommend Mardu Vehicles. Trail of Evidence seems nice versus Green-Black Delirium. The question is Trail of Evidence better or worse than like a Metallurgic Summonings? Right? Because that's also another consideration. I can play Metallurgic Summonings in my sideboard. I mean, if you resolve it against control, it's also kind of gamed. You can't kill it. It's like a Planeswalker that just keeps making creatures. Jose Albano got 45th place and had 1 Summonings in his sideboard. Why so few towers? I mean, I almost went down to 1. Yeah, Trail of Evidence might be getting a little too cute. This card's pretty sweet. But I mean, yeah. This like does something instantly. The other one like takes a lot longer for you to really get ahead. I already have a Jace here. Metallurgic summoning dice to Emrakul. Well, I got a couple of dismissals. My hope is to just have that not come up. I mean, I just bought a second Outcast. But, I mean, I can just play one. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what I should cut. Yeah, I played Marvel yesterday, just randomly. I started out 3-0. Then I lost to the Mirror. And then I lost to, like, a black-red aggro deck. I mean, everybody has, like, 7 cards for aggro out of the sideboard. I don't know why. I don't know if everybody just copied each other. But everybody has exactly 7 cards against aggro. So, what should I cut? The problem is, if I'm playing Dynavolt Tower, Stinging the Ices, and Weaver of Lightnings, like, if you played too many of these in your sideboard, the issue then becomes you have too many cards that are not spells. So I actually don't like having 4 things, 2 Weavers, 2 Dynavolt Towers against aggro, because you're just, like, not going to trigger them often enough. Peter Viren played 3 Stinging the Ice, 1 Weaver, and that might actually be correct. How good is Kozilek's return right now? I could cut that. Tears of Ellicott kills flyers. I could also just not play this. Yeah. Tears of Ellicott, Weaver of Lightning. One of each. Just cut one of these. Alright. Bam! Let's go. Enough thinking. You know, it's just time to battle. Let's go. Competitive Standard League. Because today, we're not here to be friendly. We're here to pick up that 4th trophy. To be fair, if I wanted to pick up a 4th trophy, I probably should be playing something else. But, what's up, Jesse? Kozilek's return, yeah. You know, I would be happy with just Anger of the Gods. Anger of the Gods would be decent. I also consider for this deck 27 lands. I consider 27 lands. Jose Albano played 25 lands. He is a madman. That is insane. I would sooner play 27 lands than 25 lands, you know? But 26 lands plus 4 anticipate seems decent. I don't know. Let me think. What can my opponent play next turn that's really bad for me? Whirler Virtuoso, but I cannot do a whole lot against that. So actually, because Whirler Virtuoso is annoying, also there's like nothing to bombardment. Like the 4-drops are the cards you want to negate anyways. So like this makes it harder for my opponent to cast Virtuoso, and then if I want to deal with a Virtuoso later, I can Void Shatter. Really happy to draw the land there. Vessel. Attune, sure. Just want to draw 2 lands in a row. That's honestly... Alright, Glimmers... I mean, I really honestly just want 2 lands in a row. 2 lands, let's go! The Chalog is apparently coming out on Sunday. Alright. My opponent has infinite energy, so I can't, you know what I mean. Puzzle Knot's okay. Although my opponent is close to just casting Ishkana. Land! Thank you so much, Worth! I love you! You think the blue-red zombie with 4 spell scroll is actually good? It might be. You might be. Because it's good against control decks. It's great against blue-white flash. It's probably not great against aggro, but and it has game against the delirium decks. Well, Aberdasher, actually, this deck is actually not that difficult to play, for the most part. It is very punishing though, because you can't let anything resolve. You just have to be like very mindful of, you know, like what your opponent's potential plays can be, and kind of just plan around that. And just take all the lands. Oh, you're delirious. Am I going to GP Louisville? No. I'm going to take a little time off, actually. I've been losing a lot, so I'm going to focus on streaming, making content, getting better at the game, you know? Did my opponent play a land here? No. Oh, this is so awkward. I mean, this is the thing, right? My opponent can set up a situation where they can play multiple spells in one turn. You know, a lot of people here, because my opponent hasn't played a land, a lot of people here would probably just fire off Confirmed Suspicions, but I actually think it's better to use Void Shatter. So the reason why is because my opponent chose not to attack with Servant of the Conduit and is representing another spell this turn. So I should Void Shatter this. And now if my opponent plays like a Marvel or a Chandra, I can counter it with Negate. Alright, my opponent chose to do nothing. This also works. He did not play a land. Right? Hold on. No, turn 6, cast Virtuoso. Did not play a land. Did not play a land, my friend. My opponent's going to attack me for 2 every turn? Alright, I'm just going to... One, two, three, four. Yeah, I haven't drawn a piece of removal. So my opponent has 4 cards. I can negate, I can rebuff. It's bad if my opponent plays Ishkana. Whatever. Why not play Jace? You have negate already? Because my opponent can play Ishkana. It's okay. Don't worry. Like the thing is, this deck like attacks you in large chunks. So like I can just So now I can just play a Gearhulk here, and like I'll actually have a threat that I played end of turn. I mean, he probably has. I don't really care about saving my Gearhulk. I just want to make sure I hit my land drops. And I want to play this in case my opponent plays an Emrakul. Let's just fire off a Glimmer. Glimmer is better than Anticipate, right? I think I'll accept one land. All right. What's up, Zach? 3, 4, 5. Do I flip? Or do I leave up Suspicions? I'll leave up Suspicions. So my opponent played a land this turn. Cast, activates ability. Turn 11. No. If he goes land Ishkana, it's really bad for me. But outside of that, I think I'm okay, so. All right. Ooh, that was a good draw. All right. Still don't need to run out the Jace yet. Actually, I was going to run it out, but I drew the Jace. I mean, my opponent's going to have the right types here. I can't just spend all my mana to counter like a 1-mana card, you know? Yeah, okay. So they found an Emrakul. They're going to put the Emrakul in their hand. Yeah. 7 types. So they can play the Emrakul here. Or play nothing. I kind of just want to find the summary dismissal. 7 types, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, did I put summary dismissal on the bottom? Okay, it's gonna be a while before I can play it then. All right, well. See what we get here. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so let's go ahead and fire off Harness Lightning here and use rebuff and pay for it. I think I want to use all my energy so my opponent can't, like, kill my Gear Hulk. Woo! Because I drew Gear Hulk for Harness Lightning. But now my opponent can play Gear Hulk and Void Shatter it. Then I'll still have Confirmed Suspicions up. I'm assuming this just gets Void Shattered. Yeah. Because you don't want me to confirm Suspicion. That's fine. Alright. No, this is still great for me. Should have played Jace a long time ago? I don't think so. So 3 cards in hand. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 6, 5. Okay, this is perfect. I'm still not going to play the Jace, which is suspect, but, you know, Gear Hulk can end the game very, very quickly, and I can also confirm Suspicions. So, you know, Emrakul wasn't too bad. The thing is, as long as you counter the Emrakul and your opponent doesn't have much of a board, it's not too bad. Which is why a lot of the control decks don't actually play a main deck Summary Dismissal. But this deck is just so popular on Magic Online, I think you can defend playing Summary Dismissal. This is going to be great because my opponent's just going to assume that I don't have another counter. They're going to play Marvel here. Look at this. So many clues. So many clues. Ooh, if I had energy, I would do that. Alright, I guess that resolves. I guess I can crack one more clue. I mean, my opponent's still under a lot of pressure, so... Really? You just F6'd? I'll let my opponent concede now. All right. That was great. So... they're going to board into a much more fair plan after sideboard. They're likely going to take out, like, bombardments and whatnot and board in 4 tireless trackers. And they're playing the blue version, so I don't know if... they're probably going to bring in rejection, too, for Void Shatter. But more importantly, they're going to bring in negate. Let's see. How do I want the sideboard for this matchup? I don't want any of this. Summonings is a good closer. Summary dismissal for sure. Scatter, obviously. Negate, rejection. Alright. So all of those are pretty obvious. The question is, what about Dragon Master Outcast? I mean, it's a cheap threat that I can run out. Tireless Tracker is a card to be mindful of. I think Dynavolt Tower is pretty bad here. Galvanic Bombardment. I think Harness Lightning is better. I mean, this is cheaper, but Harness Lightning is better because you can just kill more of the bigger things. I mean, certainly better than something like Thing in the Ice. Don't want any of these cards. It's likely they're boarding out all their removal. It's possible. So the thing I don't want to lose to, though, it's really important, is I do not want to lose to Tireless Tracker. So, if that is the case, do I want more than just 4 Harness Lightnings and 2 rebuffs? Is it possible that I want some number of shocks? Not all the shocks, but maybe some number of them? How does this deck do against aggressive strategies? It is not great. Definitely not great. Maybe I don't need this on the draw. I actually don't think I need this. With the 2 outcasts, you think I want Tired to deal with Tracker? I mean, isn't Rebuff also good? I like anticipating the matchup, though. It helps me find, you know, my important counterspells. Yeah, it's better to play Outcast late with, like, counter backup. All right, I'm gonna try this again. I'm not confident in this. I am keeping the rebuffs, and the reason why, as I said before, is to just make sure I have more answers to Tracker. So right now I have 6 answers to a turn 3 Tracker. Obviously, after turn 3, I have Void Shatters and stuff. Isn't rebuff bad once he knows about it and on the draw? Well, I mean, if they know what I'm playing against, obviously they'll know I have rebuff, but it's still fine. The thing is, like, yeah, I just want, like, there are 2 ways you can lose, obviously. It's like an early Tracker or just them just starting to cast all their Eldrazi. Well, it's a 6 mana 2-for-1 at instant speed. That's big. Probably gonna just lose the Virtuoso. I wonder if I want to bring in like a Kozilek's Return. Because, what's his name? Like, he said he liked bringing the Fling Tendrils. So, like, this isn't that much different, right? Maybe I should be bringing in one Kozilek's Return. Is my opponent all in on Virtuoso? Probably just let this die, right? Unless, like, you have Stone Nothing. Do need to draw some lands, though. We drew all of our Harness Lightnings. Are you really making a 1/1? I like it. Wow! That's an aggressive line. Holy cow. I mean, it's working because our hand is just super slow. Opponent did not sack Evolving Wilds. God, this is bad. I mean, I'm gonna have to just fire this off. Gives me some energy, I guess, but it's not a great feeling, I'll tell you that much. Don't want Gear Hulk. I do want Basic Island. The one nice thing is after sideboard, like, I know that at least my Gear Hulk can't get countered. One, two, three types. Okay, sorcery, creature, instant land. So 4 types. Many more types. God, this is just such an awkward feeling, but I just, you know, should be. I think I'm supposed to be doing this, but it doesn't feel good. Like, if you look at our hand, like, just, we have the late game here. Now, like, just taking 1 a turn isn't really a big deal. What went into hand? Whirler Virtuoso went into hand. Ah, man. Just going to be a little too much on the back foot here. Not really sure what to do. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, definitely needed a there for the Gear Hulk. I mean, I can try to buy time by jacing and bouncing the tracker. I mean, that buys me time. It makes my opponent spend their mana. I know they can go Virtuoso Tracker next turn, but then I have a Jason play, and then I can use it to draw a card, then play Gear Hulk. Yeah, I should have played that Outcast earlier too. That's actually gonna bite me in the boot, hey. Yeah, the Virtuoso is definitely very good. It's another reason why you want the rebuffs. So my opponent makes 2 tokens end of turn, kills Jace. Let's hope those 3 cards aren't anything too crazy. That's really our only hope. Okay, it's something crazy. Who am I kidding? I can't win. I should have actually conceded prior to this resolving. Okay. On the play, though. We're on the play this time, which changes it a ton because I have 3 mana counters for Virtuosos and Trackers. I did uptick Jace. Yeah, but the Virtuosos were actually very problematic. They were very annoying. So, I mean, I could also Dynavolt Tower, which is a steady source of damage. Also, it kills the Virtuoso. Maybe the tower is like not bad. I don't know. You think Teamer is a bad matchup for blue-red spells? That is not true. But, a Teamer player who plays well makes the matchup very interesting. I will say that much. I'm just like, how often am I ever tapping out for the stupid tower? I guess I'll bring in the return. What about... Ooh! This is kind of interesting. But this is just for Virtuoso. Probably board this out on the play, actually. One rebuff to keep him honest. The thing is, on the play, like, you can just turn 3 counterspell. So it's not too bad. Do you just always have the turn 2 servant? No? Wow. I'm so lucky. Actually, I'm pretty unlucky. Just drawing all lands. Ooh, it's all action. So my opponent took tracker. I know the blue-black deck, the guide said you just want that card in your deck. I have so few resources, I can't just fire off a Void Shatter on the Attune here and try to get lucky. But it's good that my opponent's like spending turn 3 not playing a threat at least. So based on my hand, I feel like I need to let the tracker resolve on 4. Because if I don't draw another counterspell. Okay, well, I drew another counterspell. Now I probably just want to counter it. Because tracker is lame. No cards for you. Evolving Wilds. Oh, Sanctum. Okay. Nice. All right, so now we just want to, you know, draw some card advantage cards, or even like a Dragon Master Outcast. That would be a good draw next turn. Glimmer would also obviously be very good. Another tracker for you. You just go land tracker. Nope. Oh, yes. 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 Let's see if our opponent kept in some Harness Lightnings. If you're wondering, I will be protecting this, as my hand is just stone nothing. The fastest negate of my life. So I think we let tracker resolve now, right? We just want to. We're playing the game of protect the Dragon Master Outcast. Like, sure, my opponent gets a draw. They didn't even have a land. Oh my. Oh my. Okay, they had a land. The hell? All right. Sure. If my opponent gets to draw an extra card every turn, but I get to make a 5/5 every turn, I'm gonna say it's not looking too bad for us. Yeah, green-black Delirium is a rough matchup for sure. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess I can get Emerald. Puts Aetherworks Marvel into hand. Okay. I mean, tracker is great. Not going to deny that. Is it a May? Please. Okay, it's not a May. That's big. No! Are you kidding me? That's unreal. No. No. I didn't think about. I guess I should have used my energy. I just did. Oh my god, that's insane. God. That sucked. Alright, my opponent can play another Emrakul, but I can just Suspicions. God. Yeah, we let that resolve. I have to counter the Marvel. I have to counter the Marvel. Ah, man. Yeah, I guess I should have eaten the energy. I played around to game 1, just didn't play around to game 2. I do like the way that my opponent's playing this game, though. I think they're playing it pretty well. Although, I think they're... I mean, any removal spell does it now, right? My opponent's opting to draw 2 more cards. Yeah. They're giving themselves a lot more outs. Hey, well, you know, the good thing about this, though, is now my opponent doesn't actually have energy to Marvel. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they can play Ulamog. Oh, they played that land so fast. Yeah, we're gonna lose because we didn't. If we lose because we didn't play that energy, I'm gonna be so sad. I mean, we just let Marvel resolve, right? Like, if my opponent's trying to bait me and just plays Marvel, like, it doesn't do anything here. Though they do have 5 cards in hand. Yeah, the only thing we're trying to avoid here is Ulamog. My opponent might be concerned about summary dismissal. Now's the test. The true test. So they already played a land, so can't play the they took out all the puzzle knots. I'm thinking about countering this. Because if I don't counter this, my opponent has 5 energy, then they can sack a clue and go up to 6 energy. They drew... That's a good sign. Woo! That was a match. That was a match. Super interesting match. Again, I mean, I was talking about my concerns about Tireless Tracker before. That is the reason why people don't want to play Control. The best way to draw cards in this format, in Standard, Tireless Tracker. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Tireless Tracker, too strong. Tireless Tracker feels like a blue card. You know? I don't even care like if it was big. You know, if Tireless Tracker was just like a 3-mana 1/1, you know, and every time you play a land, you just get a clue, that would just be like a fine card. But no, it's pushed. It's gigantic. Let's just print 2-mana 2/3s that become 4/5s. 2-mana 4/4s with Delirium. 2-mana 3/3 Flying Looters. And Revolutionary Rebuff. Spells are poop, creatures are great. Welcome to New Magic, folks. Seven mana, 13/13 flying, trample, protection from instant creatures that take your opponent's turns. You know? Yeah, that seems fair. I mean, the reason why Control did well at the last Pro Tour is like too many people chose to play Marvel. And we were like, the CFB version was just like so vulnerable to counters. I mean, our version couldn't even beat a Spell Queller. We did not play Harness Lightning. It was bad. I do think Carlos Mau's list was better than Shouta's. But Shouta's is better for the mirror. Oh, we're playing against that stupid deck. This deck, I heard, crushes Control. I heard this deck. This is the Colossus deck or whatever. I heard this deck just completely stomps Control. You just get to play like 11/11s for 0 mana. Also, I'm playing red, so I just don't actually have a good way to kill these things. I don't even. Am I supposed to be? Am I supposed to be countering? I mean, sure, I'll counter them. Is this the worst matchup for me? I know, I know the Amalgam deck is really bad too. The thing is, I feel like if I just let everything resolve, they're just gonna just start like playing giant monsters. So if I can just like keep 1-for-1ing them and then like, get ahead on cards, maybe that's the best way. All right, I'll let the Caravan resolve then. Yeah, I'm saving the Void Shatters. I'm just using the Negate. Tower seems bad along with the Familiar. Okay, okay, this is something. Well, I mean, my thinking was if they had a Cultivator's Caravan, they're very likely to have played it on turn 3. But, yeah, I mean, maybe I let this one resolve. Dude, this is a draw too. Do they have black mana in their deck? I mean, we have a game plan here. You know, Gear Hulk Glimmer, or Gear Hulk Negate, whatever, and then just beat down and hope that works. Like, what can my opponent do here? Like, activate Puzzle Knot? That doesn't seem great. Well, yeah, okay. I mean, just like from their lands. No, I'm talking about their lands. I meant their lands. My bad, my bad. My opponent's going off. They have 4 cards in hand. That's good. I'm gonna negate this. All right, Sanctum of Ugin. Mono 11/11s. They cost 6 mana, right? Cost 6 mana. I only have 3 energy. I still cannot kill it. I can deal 9 damage. I can deal 9 damage to it. Stupid Sanctum of Ugin. Yeah, playing Gear Hulk and not getting Glimmer feels bad, but I think it was correct. So what is this, like an Elder Deep Fiend or something? That's what it feels like. Just hard cast Elder Deep Fiend. Ooh, that was a good draw, actually. Getting a Colossus. Metalwork Colossus. Yeah, obviously I'm gonna rebuff it. I just have to let all the triggers resolve and figure out what my opponent's getting. Fortunately, it was like early enough where I had a bunch of lands up, so like my opponent just couldn't like tap all my lands down. How often does this deck actually sack the Puzzle Knot? I guess once it like plays its entire hand and runs out of gas. Yeah, there's no way we're gonna rebuff anything. I mean, that's like one of the first cards we board out in this matchup, right? Like, I mean, their deck is almost mono artifacts. Doesn't change the 1, 2, 3, 4, and I don't get to keep a Void Shatter. Alright, I'll just attack for 4, 5. Am I excited by the new counterspell? I actually don't know what you're talking about, which excites me. You bashing me for 5? Oh, it could just be an Elder Deep Fiend. Or my opponent probably sacks Inventor's Fair here, right? Yeah, that's what it is. What do you get? Probably another Colossus. God, the exile is so nice. I'm assuming they bring in some number of rejections because Void Shatter is such a blowout. Alright, another Colossus. Land. Untap land? Actually, one untap land here, so I can bash for 9. Because I do need to keep up Void Shatter for the boom boom. It's called Disallow. Let me take a look here. One blue blue. Counter target spell, activated ability, or triggered ability. It's just another counter spell. Whatever. Why is this so... I mean, the nice thing about this card, I will say this, is that you can counter the Emrakul's mind control ability, because a lot of the times you can deal with the 13-13. But, I mean, Summary Dismissal is just better at dealing with Emrakul, but I guess this is a card you can maybe play 1 or 2 of. Void Shatter seems like a more important card because of Delirium being a thing. So... Exile is very valuable. Ooh, countering Marvel traders once Marvel resolves. I mean, obviously you're not in a good spot there, but at least it's something. Yeah. I don't know if this deck plays removal, but... Going for it. Did I play Spatial Contortion, maybe? Wait, did they time it wrong? Or does this never actually kills it? Never mind. Oh wait, no! I could have switched it back. I could have switched it back, right? Oh, I'm so dumb. I could have switched it back. Did I just punt there? It's been so long since I've had that interaction. That was a punt. Oh my god. Am I gonna, if I lose this game, I definitely deserve it. Wow. Is it once per turn? No? No? No. You don't think I can switch it back because of layers? I mean, is there a judge who might actually know this? Why is it? I thought this was actually an 11-11. Question, what if it's a 4-1? work if it's a 4-1? Yeah, I mean, whatever, he's dead. The fact that we drew an untapped land means that they're just dead. Okay. Alright, that was a little sloppy at the end. Okay. Well, at least this matchup gets better after sideboarding, right? Bring in negate, dismissal, scatter, rejection. Outcast seem good. What do they bring in? Let's take out rebuffs and towers. This card's pretty good too, actually. Well, why do I want... I don't think I need Thing of the Ice. We don't have a way to get Colossus off the table? I mean, we... The thing is, I flip it, and then they just, like, play it again for free. Isn't it better to just have a stream of 5/5 flyers? Maybe this is not good on the draw. I don't know why I have this in my sideboard. I keep, like, tricking myself into thinking this could be good. They have Foundry Inspector. Do I want to kill that? Like, do I want Bombardments to kill that? Like one bombardment? At least this goes to the face. Maybe this. Although this being one man and cheap is nice. Play Thing in the Ice. Are there any other creatures I can get though? I mean, I don't know how they bring it. How do they sideboard? Whatever. One bombardment. They sideboard walkers? Like Jace? They probably bring in Negate, Dispel, and Rejection, maybe, if they have it. Maybe like one or two rejections. I don't know. Their deck seems pretty linear, though, already, right? What do they take out? They might actually take out Foundry Inspector because of my removal. I'm gonna just run out the Fumarole. I think there's more value there than just playing out a turn 1 Outcast. Like, if my opponent just plays a Crane or something, you know? Turn 1 Dragon Master? I just don't know how often that's gonna get there. They just play like a Crane or something, I don't know. Also, maybe I want to be able to protect it. Like, what if my opponent just, like, randomly just has Spatial Contortion still in their deck? kind of want to counter that. It ramps them too. Alright, I'll play this now. Don't do it! No, the nuts! My opponent drew the nuts. Like, Outcast will just take over the game. This is so bad. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 4, 5, 6. My opponent can play Metalwork Colossus for 5 mana and have Counterspell backup. Not good for me. I think I countered this because my opponent cannot play Colossus this turn, right? Because if I do that, if I let this resolve, yeah, if I let this resolve, it's really bad. I mean, my opponent probably has a counter. Oh, no counterspell. Okay, because if I counter that, my opponent doesn't have a counter. They just can't resolve a fatty. At least until next turn. Should I anticipate here to try to find a counterspell? Or do I just run out Jace? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3. So my opponent can play 2 11/11s next turn. That does not feel good. Anticipate can find exactly... Anticipate needs to find exactly Void Shatter. I guess Scatter to the Wind as well. I guess Jace can actually bounce one of them. That's not that bad. Yeah, I can bounce one of the fatties at least. Yeah. That's the same as like trying to find a counter for one of them. And like this, you know, allows me to try to find a land for the Outcast for the following turn. I don't want that. Alright! Just walking away, coming back. 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 3 mana. Okay, they can only play 1 at least. They can only play 1. That's good. Ish. What do they get? Another Colossus? Dude, this is so bad. What am I supposed to do? I can counter one of them. But I can't make a dragon. I should counter one of them, I think. Stupid confirmed suspicions. Anticipate for one, then I can counter? No, I can't. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, I don't even know what I can do. Need land. So I'm winning by miles now? I wouldn't say that. Yeah, Declaration in Stone would be gas. I mean, how much better is thing? Like, I mean, I guess it would have been okay. Well, my Jace is gonna die, so let's take a land. Let's just draw. Like, bouncing is pointless because I don't have a counterspell in my hand. What the? Did you see that? That was a weird, like an Emrakul thing. I don't know what that was. The problem is I don't have any like bounce spells or anything. I just have to deal with these 10/10s. The question is, I mean, what does bouncing accomplish if I don't have the rejection in my hand? Oh, you think my opponent's just going to attack my outcast with both? Or attack me with both? Fair. That's fair. This is a rough matchup, folks. Why did this cost 4 mana? All right, I've seen enough. I'm pretty sure we were going to lose this game no matter what. Or we were a heavy, heavy dog that game. I might have misplayed a little bit, but I still feel like we were pretty big dogs there. All right. Yeah, I don't... Do I just want... I guess Harness Lightning can at least kill Padim. Let's try Thing in the Ice, I guess. How does the opponent ever beat one of the red-white X decks? They don't. The reason to play that blue Colossus deck, I don't even think it beats Marvel necessarily. It's probably, maybe it's okay after sideboard, but it's meant to primarily beat control decks, which is not really where you want to be. But. And this blue-red deck is built specifically for like Marvel and basically just Marvel. It's got an okay matchup against other stuff. You know, you get to play Magic, but like it's got a slightly favorable Marvel matchup. I would say maybe 65-35, something like that. The green-black matchup was bad? That's actually kind of surprising. I thought the green-black matchup would be fine. Well, that's really annoying. Just doing that to buy time. Because my opponent could attack Jace for 3 anyways. But yeah, just again, want to buy time. Jam the Jace here, see what happens. Cultivator's Caravan, really? Okay, so no land. That means my opponent does not have a land in hand. Otherwise, they would have played it the other way. Whew, that's really good for us. Double Void Shatter. Ship it! Alright. This one's looking pretty good. Obviously countering the 3-2 here because my opponent can crew the Caravan. We got an active Jace, folks. Always feels great. Just anytime you get to untap with the Planeswalker, don't you just get so excited? You're just like, oh my god, Planeswalker! I get to untap. It feels so good. Oh, just mono counter spells. I can't even talk right now. Mono counter spurs. Just want that land so I can play Glimmer of Genius into plus Void Shatter. But yeah, now that I can just basically, at this point I can just counter everything. You know, because I'm just drawing an extra card every turn. Yeah, I mean, if I didn't deal with the Foundry Inspectors, I'm sure my opponent's hand is great. I play 26 lands. I have considered playing 27. Going with the Void Shatter here so I can Glimmer. Don't care if my opponent counters this. I don't think they have a counter though. Guess. Guess. All right, counter Spurs. Too many. I have a too many counter Spurs. Isn't this just a dream? Just every man's dream. Just look at this. Just look at the board. Doesn't this just make you happy? It makes me happy. Oh, 5/5. Take one and taste it. 1 mana to get a 5/5 and a 1/1. Also reasonable, I guess. CFB Salt. CFB Salt. I'm ready for the salt. I mean, it must be kind of a tilt to lose to this deck, you know? Kind of just want to counter everything. Three, four, five. My opponent can't play anything.
Now put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up.
Yeah, my opponent needs a splash screen for a tireless tracker. What else do you want me to say? I am glad. I am glad that you did not draw all of your counter spells. Actually, I should have played this Dragon Master Outcast. What kind of Dragon Master only has one dragon? No, I'm playing around Wrath. I'm playing around the uncounterable Wrath, alright? That's what I'm doing here. I'll be right back, folks, actually. Oh, come, you really giving me a punt for that? That's an aggressive punt, but whatever. Okay, 2-0. We've had some interesting matches. Let's try to win some more. More. You know what I've been boarding out a lot? Dynavolt Tower. I think, I mean, it's in there as a necessary evil, you know, for aggressive decks and also against blue-white. It's pretty good against blue-white flash. Why is the baby crying? Is he too old for that? No, the baby is not too old to cry. Good this hand. I guess, I mean, that summary dismissal could have been a Flame Lash. I really hope my opponent plays like a turn 2 Copter or something, or plays Marvel. If you're playing Marvel, I'm okay. Oh no, I'm dead. We're dead! Stick a fork in me, I'm done. Copter. Copter. Oh, if you... Copter. Copter? Why I lag, man? Copter. No! That is not a copter. Damn you, conditional counter spells. Damn you. Look at my hand just doesn't do anything. Where's my cheap removal? Dude! This is tilting. This is actually tilting. I mean, our hand's good against Marvel. I mean, this is just punishment for like playing this type of deck, obviously. Oh my god. I mean, I could have glimmered there, I guess. I hope they just jam Gideon. This is insane. Well, my opponent didn't have Gideon at least. Alright. Alright. You know what? I'm just gonna say I think my opponent's got this one. I think Outcast is supposed to be good in this matchup. The games are like kind of grindy. I don't think I like Jace very much or Confirm Suspicions. Weaver of Lightning. I mean, despite my opponent getting that kind of draw, return's actually not very good here. Don't think I care too much for Flow. Tears of Valakut's good. I mean, my opponent's on blue-white. Summary Dismissal's bad. Thing you guys has got to be. Well, all their creatures fly. I don't think so. Why is Tears good? I mean, it's literally in here for this matchup. Cut one Hulk? I don't think I want to cut Hulk. They don't have a lot of ways to counter Hulk today. Just like some of 3-mana counter spells. Like Rebuff doesn't counter it. And Queller doesn't counter it. Cut a land? I don't want to do that. I'll just cut a negate, whatever. I think Rebuff's actually pretty decent. I need negate for Gideon's. Well, I'm on the play, so I can also Void Shatter. Alright, well, we made our deck a little more streamlined. Ooh, my opponent did not have the nuts. Turn 1 Thraben Inspector. Dude, it feels so... Every time somebody goes turn just Thraben Inspector, it just feels so bad. No, Void... Kozilek's Return is not good against Blue-White. They're mostly 3 toughness creatures. My opponent just happened to have a draw that game where it was just like all dudes. But generally, that's not how the games play out. Could have also taken a land there, but... Why no blue-black? I don't know, because I'm playing blue-red. Alright, our hand is gas. Scatter to the Winds is basically just another 3-mana counterspell. Just, that's what I'm treating it as. Bam. Surprised my opponent kept that one in. I think it's too important to be able to make sure I can negate Gideon. Fragmentize my Dynavolt tower. Kyle! Whatever, I don't care too much about that either. This matchup is just like so much about Gideon. That was a mistake. Should have plussed. That's what I would have done. Put your hands up. Put your hands. I think this is just like a really good opportunity for me to resolve. Let me think. Can this deck beat Ormondal? No. American Italy, thank you very much for the brand new subscription. I really appreciate it. Just a straight up subscription too, you know? Look at that. Most of my subs have been Twitch Prime subs. All right. Anyways, let's think here. Like resolving a Gear Hulk is nice because it just means that I have a 5/6 on the board and I can use that to anticipate. That does leave me vulnerable to Avacyn, but I don't have an answer to that right now. All right. Because I know my opponent can't counter this right now. It's weird, like, obviously playing this at instant speed, but... This is also interesting. I can choose to get Harness Lightning or get Glimmer of Genius.
Get off. Get off. Oh my god. Get off. Kyle. Oh. Can you clean up this mess, please?
No.
I mean, I do have an Anticipate in my hand to try to dig deeper.
Close the door. Come here.
Close the door, please. Thank you. It might just be a Harness Lightning. I mean, I do love drawing more cards. Let me think about this. Alright, I'll take the Glimmer. So the question here now is, do I just take 4 from the Copter? No. Dees! Alright, getting ahead on cards. Woo! Just kill everything. Dragon Master Outcast? Oh, oh, with the always watching, I don't actually want this. Oh my god. Double outcast? Yes! Double outcast for the win. Not bad. That was nice. Deck and Stone. I would be very shocked if they kept in Deck and Stone. My guess is they would keep in 4 stasis snares for the Gear Hulks. What's up, Oliver? Yeah, I like being able to just... The nice thing about playing the Glimmers, which is probably a reason why we shouldn't get rid of them, is that it can draw counter magic. You know what I mean? So you just like fire this off end of turn and they're like, alright, negate it. The thing is, they have to be very selective about what they choose to counter. All right, now that I'm on the draw, am I interested in more negates or anything like that? Over Void Shatter? Actually, here the exile doesn't matter, right? So this is actually Scare is strictly better than Void Shatter in this matchup. Because they might have rejection. The question is, am I interested in another negate here? Or do I just prefer having the card counters? I'm not cutting Weaver of Lightning against Blue-White Flash. Like, I'm playing 1, and I'm going to board it in against Blue-White. I think we can actually just leave it the way it is. I think our setup is actually pretty decent. We have decent early interaction. Some good late game. I mean, if anything, I'd rather cut a Void Shatter for a negate. Flash is not that good against Marvel. I was wrong, actually. I think it's like 50-50. I think with the Whirler Virtuosos, like, I think Marvel might actually be slightly ahead, which really surprised me. But when I saw the matchup just kind of play out, that's just how it felt to me. Like, Whirler Virtuoso means you can't just beat them down with, like, Reflector Mages and Selfless Spirits or whatever. This hand is terrible. I mean, Weaver literally blocks every creature in their deck. If I have 1, I'm going to bring it in. There's certainly other cards you can cut over Weaver of Lightning. If you play 2 spells, you can. I mean, you can get 2/1 flyer. That's like a terrible way to kind of like approach Magic. You don't put 1/4 reach in your deck. It's all about sizing and, you know, context. Depends on the matchup. If they keep in Selfless Spirit, it is very good. You can randomly get Selfless Spirit. And they can randomly get you by just like playing a Spell Queller and beating you down and just having that extra blocker early. Buys you enough time. Do I go to 5? This hand's so bad. This hand just doesn't like does stone nothing. But I don't know. I get a scry. I don't even know why. Double Gear Hulk. This hand is bad. Guess I'll keep that. 5 with this deck seems like a death sentence. Yeah, I mean, you're probably right about that.
Now put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up.
All right, my opponent got the nuts. My opponent's got the nuts. Also, Weaver plus Bombardment kills all the other flyers, which is nice. My opponent has nightmares over the outcast. Oh wow, nothing. I still need to fire this off. We need to land. I mean, as much as I want the Harness Lightning, we got a Gearhulk in hand. We need a land to function. We have no energy with a Dynavolt Tower in play. All right, whatever. I'm actually okay with that. You know, I think instead of attacking for 4, I should probably bluff a counterspell so my opponent just doesn't jam Gideon. Also, my opponent's playing kind of loose with the Copter. If you don't have protection necessarily, I guess they had, never mind, they had Void Shatter. Tears is uncounterable, by the way, guys. Like, you just have to, like, represent... Oh, wow, he discarded Gideon? Oh, hey, Selfless Spirit. Man, you know, with like, there's a card I'm thinking of that would be not bad here. Alright, well, I'm just going to go ahead and kill the Selfless Spirit now. Alright, now I just have to race with my 5/6, I guess. Unless we draw gas. Actually, if my... Now, because I play the Gearhulk, if my opponent goes like Gideon token, it's not even that good. I can still just kill Gideon. So... I mean, I'm sure my opponent's hand is gas. Mine isn't. We mull the 5, and this is the best that we could muster. I should probably, yeah. I think keeping up Anticipate's better. I think my opponent's keeping up Spellqueller. If you have it, if my opponent had it, they probably should have just cast it. They have so many cards in their hand, you know? I don't know. It smells like a Spellqueller to me. No, I feel like at some point he drew Spellqueller, is what I'm saying. Just gonna jam Gideon. Yeah. So, I mean, now like we're at 8 life. My opponent's had an active copter for many turns. Like, we're in a really, really bad spot. My opponent discarded Avacyn. Like, their hand is just loaded. And these are the games you're going to lose. I mean, you know, if we had a decent 7, it would have been much more interesting. But this is the type of game where I just had to just keep jamming and just hope for the best. Like, I just have to run out Glimmer here. If my opponent Quellers, it's not that bad. I can Harness Lightning. Yep. I'm assuming there's another negate in my opponent's hand. Yep. Flash is doing Flash things. We lost the first game, right? Yeah, we lost it like the aggro draw. It's unfortunate. It was a close one, though. The double mulligan got us. Can't win them all. Yeah. When your opponent is looting away negates, Gideons, and Avacyns, and you're still behind, you know you're in trouble. It's like, yeah, you're not going to win this game. You're such a dog to win this game. This is just, come on, man. Come on. Do me a solid here. I really, you know, this is actually probably the land I want to see the least. Like, opener. I do not want to see planes. Okay. Oh, maybe it's actually control. If it's control, I don't mind. I don't mind control mirrors. Alright. It's probably just blue-white flash. Hi, Kyle.
Hi, Daddy.
How are you doing?
And let's go, Daddy one.
Hmm?
Why are babies amazed by fire?
Ooh, fire.
Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Daddy.
What you doing?
You go this.
Mhm.
We are going to market.
You're going to the you want to go to the market?
Yeah?
Okay.
So it's your joy. This is your joy, Daddy. We're going to go market. We go, Daddy. This is market.
Okay, so blue-white flash.
Oh, market is Daddy. Market. You're market, Mommy. You're go market. Tomorrow. Ow.
Kyle, clean up your mess, please.
No.
All right, harness lightning,
Throw it
please.
away.
Are you? No.
Gotta clean it up.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I can kill it eventually. I mean, I could kill it now if I wanted to, but then I lose to just a Gideon. Like, I can bombardment and shoot it with Dynavolt Tower, but then I just lose to a resolved Gideon. So I think I just wait a turn. Because I have a Void Shatter and a Negate in my hand. So I can just, I can deal with this Avacyn. The way I lose is if I bombardment this, shoot it with Tower, and my opponent untaps and plays Gideon.
Daddy.
We are so smart.
Hi, Daddy. Daddy.
And by we, I mean me. Also very humble.
Story. This story. Hi, Daddy.
Hi, Kyle.
Oh, see Daddy.
Oh, yeah, Daddy.
See Daddy.
You're seeing Daddy.
No, see Daddy.
You want to sit down on Daddy's lap?
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah.
Ah.
Oh, yeah. Jake, you need to calm down, huh? Woo! This is so much gas. There's so much gas. Should maybe Jace was better. Well, I mean, this allows me to like kill things. What do you guys think? You guys think maybe Jace was better there? I'm not sure. So.
Wiki, Waga, Wiki, Waga, Wiki, Waga, Wiki, Wiki, Waga, Wiki, Wiki, Waga, Wiki, Waga.
Well, I gotta think now.
Wiki.
Kyle, Daddy's gotta think, okay? Let's think with Daddy. I mean, we gotta counter this, right? Okay.
Get the dark, Daddy. Super dark.
Hoja boja.
Super dark.
Hoja boja.
Super dark.
Shubidike.
Ow.
Hike. Ho ho. Ho 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 ho. Another a Gideon here.
Burger.
Booger. Hey. Hey, you. Hey, you. So our opponent's keeping the copter back here, so that I can't kill it with the fumarole. So what I want to do is just shoot the Gideon. Because there's no way I can kill all the creatures. Well, hold on. Yeah, with the Gear Hulk. Alright, whatever. Let's just shoot Gideon.
We're gonna like this.
What is it, Kyle?
Ooh,
Ooh, no, no, you hit Daddy.
sorry.
Are you really sorry, though?
No.
Really?
I got your nose.
That's great.
Give my hand.
Ow! Are you sorry, though? No.
Whoa!
Alright, I got it.
I got it.
You got it?
I got it.
Do you got it?
I got it.
Hey, no crying, no crying. I do have a glimmer in my yard, right? Kyle, no, don't touch the keyboard. Don't touch the computer, please.
You go away.
You go away.
Yeah, you go away.
But remember that time where you went away?
Yeah, you go away.
But you go away.
Yeah, you go away. Go away. Go away.
Hey. Did I play Landis turn?
Go away. Go away, Daddy.
I don't want to go away, Kyle.
No, you go away. Bam.
Blue.
Wake up.
Bacon. Hey. Ticka.
Go, mommy. Go, mommy.
I think we take a hit from the copter. There's just too many things my opponent can have. Okay, never mind. Now we just try to kill it. Before my opponent could have like Avacyn and stuff. Now if they play Spell Queller, it's fine because we can probably activate. Oh. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Why didn't you activate the copter? You just didn't want to activate the copter, huh? Why did my opponent keep playing lands now? What is happening? What is actually happening here? You only have one card in hand, so I mean, if this is an Avacyn, like Dismissal is a better use of my mana, so I'll do that. My opponent's not going to be able to Westphal Abbey me. Famous last words. Oh wait, no, this is so bad. Oh my god, I punted. Whoops. I don't know how this card works. Famous last words. All right. You know, everybody makes mistakes. You know, let's just move on from that. It was just a tiny mistake. I mean, you know, everybody makes those mistakes. Oh, God. It wasn't that bad, actually. I mean, I got to kill the copter still. But, I mean, obviously it was still pretty bad. Ow, my foot. Yeah, I'm just gonna get a glimmer here. I don't have a glimmer. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just getting bailed out by my incredibly powerful deck. It's okay. That's what I'm going to tell myself. It's okay, Paul. Really? Chumping? That seems loose, too. I mean, like, who am I, though, to judge what's loose and what's not? I mean, let's be real here. Like... My opponent did not crack the clue. All right, my opponent is not necessarily playing this my opponent's not necessarily playing their deck to its maximum potential. At the same time, neither am I. So, oh man, it's so it's Saturday afternoon. We're just chilling. We're relaxing. You know. Oh God. Who can make more mistakes? Do 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 do. That line was actually good because if I just play a spell, I can actually activate both my towers. Yeah, I mean, this is how you really make it to the Pro Tour. And then, I wonder why I don't do well at Grand Prix. It's like, Paul, why don't you do well at Grand Prix? I don't get it. There must be something holding you back. You must just be so unlucky. That has to be it. That's really the only thing. I mean, I can't think of anything else. Can you? When you just play this perfectly, like what the heck? What the actual heck? I'm just gonna ambush this thing. I mean, I have Void Shatter. I'm just gonna anticipate. Do 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 do. These matches have been going pretty long. Like, what the hell you draw, man? Get that out of my face. So many counters. Rebuff? Did you top deck rebuff? Please tell me you didn't top deck rebuff. Okay. Do I have Fevered Visions in the sideboard? No, I do not. Alright. Let's board in the Weaver of Lightning to tilt that one guy. I mean, we were super ahead. All right, I'm gonna try 3 negates, 2 rebuffs, 3 hard counters this time. Before I was on 2 negates, 2 rebuffs, 4 hard counters. Well, it's got a fair amount of early interaction. Was it too late to block? That's great. If that was actually the case, that is just great. Blue-white is really bad versus summonings. It's really hard to resolve a summonings post board. I mean, blue-white is also very bad to Dragon Master Outcast. You know what I mean? I don't need like a million win conditions. Dynavolt Tower is also pretty good. I only have one red source, so I have to be pretty stingy with it. Just Gideon. I can't possibly have a counterspell. I mean... Alright, I need a land. Glimmer would have been nice. I mean, Glimmer Anticipate. Just want one of those every time. Again, the blue-black deck doesn't have a card like this. I think Outcast is very good against blue-white. Games do get kind of grindy and whatnot. This is awkward. This is so damn awkward. I don't want to discard, so... But I want more red mana. God. What do I do here? I think I want to harness lightning to generate energy. If my opponent rebuffs, it's fine. If I didn't draw a land, I don't want to discard. Let me think actually about this. Do I want to play Dynavolt Tower? It's playing into Spellcaller. I don't think so. There's really no rush for me to do anything here. The fact that I have rebuff plus scatter, like there's a decent chance my opponent just runs out Spellcaller. Why did my opponent run out Clue though? Wow. So they 100% have a counter. Or they just don't know how their deck works. Okay. This would have actually been an okay opportunity for me to run out Dynavolt Tower, but my opponent might just be forced to play out threats because they cracked the clue and they have 9 cards. They probably didn't draw a land, so they're probably gonna have to discard here, or just have to play a threat. All right, so let me think here on this copter. No, you know what? I don't care about the copter. I'm not even going to play out the Dynavolt Tower. Like, the thing is, my opponent is stuck on lands and only has 5 mana. Even if I just make like 1 dragon, it's pretty good. But like my opponent has to like play Stasis Snare, Reflector Mage, or anything like that. So they can't even crew the copter this turn. So we scatter, rebuff. It's probably going to be a negate here. Bam. 5/5! Alright. I mean, it might not be like good enough still, but now I get to get the tower. And then I'll attack with this thing. Actually, I don't really like having 3 bombardments in my hand. It's not GG. My opponent can easily have another Stasis Snare. But at least I get to keep a 5/5 dragon. So. If it's a Gideon, that's not good enough. Jace is... What's Jace going to do? Bounce the dragon. I don't really want to... Like, I could use double bombardment to kill the Jace. Is that worth it? Yeah, because... Yeah, it is worth it, actually, right? Because then I get to keep my dragon. I think it is actually worth it because I get another dragon. I get another dragon. No, my opponent's bouncing my dragon, so I'm gonna in response cast bombardment twice. I understand I lose a dragon, but I get another dragon, right? I get another dragon, and I don't think people are getting what I'm trying to say. The thing is, Jace could be at 2, and then he can just bounce the other dragon. So what I'm saying is, by doing this, I ensure that I get to kill the Jace, and I will have a dragon survive for next turn. I can't attack Jace. I mean, getting this down to 2 doesn't actually do anything. I was already losing that dragon because it was getting bounced. I mean, it's not like these bombardments are that great anyways, right? Again, my opponent had to play Jace there. That's telling me that they don't have a way to deal with the outcast. And I want to put more pressure with my dragons. Because I don't have... If you notice what I have, I don't have anything else. Alright. Yeah. It's not looking good anymore. I guess I could have used the bombardment. Yes, you're right. All right, let's just beat down. Getting a little flooded here, and my opponent was mana screwed, so not a good place to be. I think my opponent's on Avacyn here. So, is the attack here just good still? I don't think so. Because then they get a free loot. But no attack. I mean, attacking at least forces the issue. Otherwise, I guess they get to make a 1-1. But making a 1-1 doesn't seem that good here either. Like with 6 cards in hand, if their best play is just make a 1-1. I understand bombardment kills Avacyn. What my opponent can do is play Avacyn, trigger on the stack, crew the Smuggler's Copter. If I wait till I have 2 spells, it's way better. Because then I can bombardment the Avacyn and tower. Alright, so... Could also just find a counter. Anticipate was a good draw. Ugh. Let me think about this. No, I don't have a good line here. I want to actually leave this active so my opponent doesn't... Let's see. Well, if this resolves... Because I can shoot this copter. But then my opponent can crew the other copter. And then that resolves. So it doesn't really change anything. Except I get to choose whether or not I get to have this Dynavolt tower active. Maybe they want that on defense, though. Yeah. This is an interesting one. Let me think about this a little bit more. Is it better for my opponent to just get that loot here? Yeah, the question is, do I want to use this to kill one of the copters? Maybe it's better now if... Well, no, there's no way my opponent can pump it. I guess this is better because my opponent could have another Avacyn. Oh, my opponent just said okay. All right. Well, if my opponent's going to do that... My opponent could have just used the copter to crew the other copter, but... Alright, well... Now we just have this lone negate. I mean, they could very easily have another Avacyn here. Like, if they just pass... Like, it's still not a good spot for us unless we draw something. You know? Yeah, it's really bad to attack if my opponent has an Avacyn. Getting super flooded. 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 lands. And the problem is we haven't drawn any card draw spells. So... Like, we've gotten, like, a card ahead because of the Outcast. Oh, no, we had the double bombardment, too. Yeah, Glimmer off the top, Gear Hulk, Void Shatter. That is fantastic. Let me think here. If my opponent... God. Now my opponent has Avacyn Spellqueller mana? This is so tilting. Avacyn Spellqueller is really bad too. With 5 cards in hand. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for tapping 4 mana and playing a Spellqueller for no reason. For no reason. That was so good for us. Alright, this is certainly worth protecting. Well, here's the question though, right? If my opponent uses a counterspell here, do I save the Void Shatter? Because I feel like they have an Avacyn. I just don't know what the last few cards are. It's probably worth it too. Would have been nice to have one more energy. Alright, this is getting Void Shattered. Okay. My opponent is actually close to Westvale Abbeying me. Alright, I need to draw a removal spell. Oh, that's so good. Do I want to... Do I want a fumarole here? Yes. I guess it would just trade with a spell queller, but sure. Puts pressure. So I'm going to let him block, kill the Smuggler's Copter, and then I'll be able to kill a Spell Queller as well. I'm assuming, like, negate Spell Queller goes here. Yeah. Especially given that I think my opponent might have an Archangel Avacyn. I mean, let's see how they block. Yeah, I imagine it's going to be Copter plus something goes here. I would probably block with the Queller that has the negate on it. Yeah. Because then my negate just... Oh. Interesting. No, I mean, this is the way I want the blockers to be ordered. I have 2 towers currently. Discarding Rejection. Switch Wander Fumarole's Power and Toughness. Kill this one. I don't know why he triple blocked. Doesn't do anything. And then I get to kill this one because I want the negate to still be under here. Because if I draw a removal spell, I could maybe block my opponent with the negate. We're doing what we can, but our opponent's hand is obviously just loaded. Do I want to trade a Fumarole? I'm not going to tag with my dragon, I don't think, into Avacyn. I'll tag with the Fumarole, though. Yeah, why do you use Abby to cast a Spirit? I'm assuming this is an Archangel Avacyn. Yep. This is going to be so sad if we lose this one. We're like playing circles around our opponent, and it's not going to matter. Just literal circles. Whoop, 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 whoop. I'd rather him play this now. We're gonna die to a stupid Westvale Abbey if my opponent goes for it. Ooh. I mean, that's the only way I was going to get him to do that. Well, I feel like if my opponent Westvale Abbey'd me, that would have been a lot worse. Like, we just straight up cannot beat... We just straight up cannot beat a flipped Westvale Abbey. Yeah, I mean, we just, like, you know, our opponent obviously has way more resources than we do. We just need to wait to find a way to kill Avacyn. Is he listening now? No. Dude, this is so bad. Oh, come on. We have not found a single Glimmer or Gearhulk in 28 cards. I don't know how. I mean, I don't know how we're gonna beat a flipped Westphal, Abby. I really don't. You know, because my opponent brought in Fragmentize and Ceremonious Rejections, I'm probably just going to board out the Dynavolt Tower. Yeah, maybe my opponent just makes a token. Why did he not just demon? I don't know, man. He's got the fear. Wow, this is kind of crazy. Why is he not attacking me? Oh, come on! I guess he is, but like his board is so overwhelming. Alright, you can flip it now. Yeah. What the hell? This is... Come on! My opponent tapped Westphal Abbey to cast the Selfless Spirit. Are you serious? Is this real? You know, at some point you can plus Gideon to hit me for 5. What is happening? What is happening? Uh... 6, 12, 13. Ghosting and trolling me? He should be trying to kill me. This is only game 2, right? Don't we have 3 games? Wait, is my opponent dead? No. Oh, well, never mind. They had a spell. I was like, wait, my opponent might be dead. If I just attack with everything. I topped that Glimmer. I am the luckiest. Okay, now. Okay. Okay. Let's cut these. Is it possible to just cut the Void Shatters? I think it's not terrible. Like, to make Fragmentizes and the Rejection dead, it's not, like, totally unreasonable. I could try to go for Summonings. Thing in the Ice is an option. Doesn't seem great, though. Like, I spent all this time trying to flip it, and then they just Stasis Snare it. And, oh my god, if they kept in Reflector Mage, holy cow. I can board in like loose counters. I could play the negate. Got my scatter in there. How many lands did I draw in a row? I don't want to think about it. Too many! Maybe Summary Dismissal's better. Or do I want to, does this counter anything? They have Void Shatters and Copters. I'm wondering if Sir... Oh, no, never mind. I have 4 negates now. Kozilek's Return? No, this does not seem good. Alright. We're making our next Spell Queller proof. Look, I'm just trying to make it so that the cards that he boarded in are dead cards. And we'll see how it goes. Really? Just skipped your turn 1? God. Oh my god! I really better not lose to this person. Oh. God. You know, I just... Oh. Oh, turn 1 Prairie... Oh. Thank you for the subscription, AMLS. Really appreciate it. Get all these negates. They don't do anything. Do I want a Glimmer here? Sure. I want to leave up negate for Gideon. You're running out of time. You just got to jam Gideon. Sure. This is a good opportunity to resolve Glimmer. Whoa, what? You skipped your turn again? Dude, you're... Okay. Opponent, I'm sorry, but you're kind of embarrassing yourself. You need to stop with this. Like, this is getting out of hand. Please. I feel bad, I feel bad at this point. Come on. Get it together. You know? Such a silly goose. He's trying to win on time. I mean, I guess you could try to win on time. 3, 4, 5, 6. You assume opponent's listening to this? I don't think so. They're gonna time me out? I mean, unless my internet goes down or something. I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm not taking too much time to think right now. I'm just attacking and forcing my opponent to have something. Like, it's possible I could have resolved something else. He has 2 minutes more than me. Well, I can look at the clock. And he, in fact, does not have 2 minutes more than me. We are on the same amount of time. Just cast stuff. You clearly have cards in hand. Yeah, my opponent, you know, can't make up their mind with the tokens, but I kind of want a Jace emblem, you know? That seems like a fun thing to do. Something that I'd be interested in. I don't want to discard, you know, you just throw away that value. I could have lightning both, but I wanted to emblem Jace. Now, anybody who punts me right now, get out of here. Dear Lord. Do you guys not appreciate Jace emblem? Yeah. Oliver, you understand. Come on. Get out of here. Every match has just gone to 3 games. This is a long league. Now I see why Jabberwocky is like 37 trophies with that deck. It's a lot. You win. Some of your games are super fast. All right, finish up this league and call it a stream. Hi, Jack. Yeah, you're much happier now, huh? You're not sick anymore? Yeah, play with all the toys. Good job. Good job. You come, Daddy? You wanna come to Daddy? There you go. Yeah. Hi. What? What? Hi. Yeah. Ooh, I like this hand. Mountain. Is it red green? Still unclear. Oh, it could be Mardu. Alright. Alright. Okay, I'll let you play again. You're too much to handle. I'm lagging. What's going on? Could have held in the gate for possible Gideon, I guess. When you draw like this, life is great. Smuggler's Copter. Not really sure what I want off of this. Whew. Probably the Gloomer. I'm actually not sure what I was supposed to do there. So there's no real point in killing this. I'd rather just anticipate. Wow. Those are two really good cards, but just need to be able to hit my lands. I definitely do not want to miss my land drop. I am a little bit afraid of Gideon, but alright, whatever. I'm fine taking 3. My opponent playing smart too. Don't want to be attacking with Copter into open mana, but I'm also very happy to just take 3 and cast Glimmer here. Now we can bottom everything. Now we have the lands for the Gearhulk. Five lands on top. Probably just gonna lose to like Disintegration. Ooh. Pretty stoked about that. Although, how many lands in a row did we draw? 6? Darn! This is highly unfortunate. I am not thrilled about this. I'm not gonna lie to you folks. Not thrilled. Oh, it's a Harness Lightning. I gotta keep it alive. Yeah. Yup. Yup. Yep, 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 yep. Why? I got plenty of lands. Dude, this is a lot of lands. Dude, I agree. One, two, three, four, 16. Okay. Okay, we can breathe. We can breathe. Yep. Am I cheating? What kind of sorcery have I cast on my deck that I drew some spells? Oh my god. I know. Actually drawing spells. This is crazy. Where did my opponent go? Bottom? Crew this. Sure. So I'll have to use Harness Lightning on it. I think I want to minimize the damage I take here. Just so I don't get burned. Yeah, but I don't want him to loot. Okay. He can only return one, because he only doesn't. My opponent doesn't have black mana here. He can only return one creature with the Scrounger. The veteran motors can actually attack. I have 2 Fumaroles. That's why I don't want to trade here, because my opponent does have access to black mana. Alright, well, I mean, we have a little bit of a cushion, but it's not a huge one. Like, I would like to draw more action. Ooh, my opponent found black mana. Seems hard to lose from here. Yeah. But, I mean, we've scryed 4 lands to the bottom. Oh yeah, double blocking with Fumarole actually is a pretty decent play. is okay. Oh, you mean the turn before? I'm not a huge fan. Oh wait, I shouldn't. That was actually medium, because you can just return the Scrap Heap Scrounger. It's still fine. Because we have the Harness Lightning. Dynavolt Tower has done a lot of work. A lot of work. So we can Harness Lightning and double block Scrap Heap Scrounger. Oh. Oh. Deck, please. Oh wow, he didn't return Scrap Heap Scrounger. That was big. What is that? That's the doorstop thing. And please. There's only 6 lands left. Okay. That's actually our first Galvanic Bombardment, believe it or not. I mean, I'm saving my counterspells for a spell that's worthwhile, I guess. I mean, you should probably attack with Shambling Vent here, right? All right. A spell! I mean, maybe I hit another tower. I don't know. Oh yes. That's just what we like to call redraws. Never have I been so happy to cast Anticipate. Yes. All right, Gear Hulk, right? Okay. 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 I think corner turned. Wow, that was a really bad. How do you turn a corner, anyways? What a game. Sure. All right. I mean, to be fair, like literally everything in our deck is gas now, so. All right. Whew. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Let us. And this is a decent blocker. Thing in the ice. Yeah, flows for the Scroungers. Kozilek's Return. You want to take out like most of your counter spells. I think Jace is also probably bad. Rebuff. You want some counters because you do need to counter the planeswalkers that they board in a lot of the time. Don't think they have enough flyers for Tears of Valakut. What else do I need to cut? I think they were cutting some number of anticipates because the argument was that you don't get a big chance to cast anticipate. So maybe we go three negates, 3 void shatters, and 3 like everything else seems good. So I could also shave a land now. I mean, we've cut some of our expensive cards, but that might be greedy. Again, because they have so many 1-drops and they're trying to be so aggressive, like a lot of times you don't have the luxury of being able to anticipate. I could have cut a land. Well, this is the problem that I foresaw. Yeah, just like the draw where I have like Thing in the Ice, Weaver of Lightning, Dynavolt Tower, and no spells. Glimmers won't let you actually get ahead. I don't think I can cut Glimmer. That was good. Hey. No what? Alright. Ooh, wait. Yeah, we're so dead. Yeah, we're so dead. Okay. That was a good start. 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop Chandra. Okay.
Why are you crying? No more.
Maybe Rebuff is good. The problem is it doesn't counter Copter or Cultivator's Caravan or Scrounger. No, this is too... What is it, Kyle? Ow. Thing in the Ice, not quite as good against Chandra. That was a beating, yes. Can confirm. You know, with like, let's see. Yeah, maybe anticipate. I don't know. Maybe I do need more spells, but then like, what am I cutting here? I might just keep. Hey, you farted on my leg. I'm not cutting tower. You farted on my leg.
You're sorry. You fight it. You fight it, Daddy.
Ah.
Better. Ew. Ew.
What are you doing? Now we're getting punished. We're not drawing the land. You know? Oh, your pants. Oh, snap. Just no justice. You know what I mean? Where is the justice? So the games we lose, we get massively screwed. Wah wah wah. Wah wah wah. Okay, no wah wah, no wah wah. Wah wah. Land, please! Kyle, land, please.
No.
Land, please. High five.
No.
High five.
And peace.
Hey, what are you doing over there? Hmm? You definitely play tower first? Really?
Yeah.
I think I just fired this off. You think I can afford to play tower? No! You just jumped off! This is lame.
You go away.
Just losing the planeswalkers. Turn 4 Chandra.
Good.
I mean, Chandra makes this plan much worse. If they're on Chandra versus as opposed to Gideon, you know. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't. Yeah, it is what it is. We had a sweet game 1, at least. We had a sweet game 1. That was an epic 5-match set, actually. We had some really fun interactive games, which I liked. But again, Planeswalkers. Every deck that I play, like the thing is, an aggro deck that forces me to like tap out to play like a removal spell or a sweeper or something like that is just way plus Planeswalkers that they can jam on turn 4 is so hard to come back from.
Show Daddy.
Show Daddy.
You know, unless I draw perfectly.
You want me to show Daddy?
Daddy's so me.
But yeah,
No.
like I just got Chandra both games, and the idea is you're supposed to prevent that from happening, but like with my sideboard plan, like I don't know, I feel like I'm just gonna have to tap out a lot.
Ah, Jake. Jake.
I mean, control decks are fine. I think they're fine. Like control is good against Panharmonicon and good against Marvel, and I think you need a deck that's good against those two decks.